Hi folks, it's Margaret here from M.E.s Orchids, and today's one of those days where I'm trying to muster up some enthusiasm. If you look outside, we've no snow, but we've got the grey skies. So the beneficial effect of going to Florida is rapidly wearing off. I could do with a few more weeks of the Florida sunshine to take us through the winter months. Anyway, what have I done so far? Well, I've just watered these leaves here. I'm a little bit shaky because I'm holding the tablet wrong. Maybe that's better. And let me just see if I can show you. See? They're quite firm now, so I do believe they will have rooted. So let's turn it round here. Oh, and that's Max Glacial Grade, and that's Boreana. I was going to repot them this weekend, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I'll just leave them, as I say, I've watered them from the bottom. There is a central hole, and I shall just hang them back up and leave them a few more weeks. Now this is the supermarket phal, the one from Aldi, and this did take a dive for the worst when we went on holiday. So what I'm going to do in a minute, I'll try and position the tablet so I don't shake as much. But I want to just check those roots. Bear with me, there we go. See, these leaves haven't recovered yet. And I just need to check the roots out. Let me do this other one here now. Let's undo this spike. Sorry, there's a brace here as well. And there's a brace here. I do like these braces that you get sometimes on the orchids. It allows the canes to be held in place. So that one's released there. Don't think I need to worry about that one. Take that off there. Take that off there. And look at this. This is my first attempt at Rick's wire. But anyway, it served its purpose. So let's take this off. See? It comes out. I did it right. It's just it's a bit Heath Robinson, really. Now, let's see if I can just lift this under here. So basically what I'm wanting to just check, there we go, is the root system on this, see, in principle. Anyway, I'm digressing. What I'm wanting to check is the root system, because I'm not going to waste my energy on this this phalaenopsis orchid. The roots are all good. Take her out. Check her over. See what's happening. Well, you know, there are a few desiccated roots, and there we go. See that one there? See, the thing is with phalaenopsis orchids is sometimes, you see that one there? It's only hung on by a thread. And yet if you come down here, the rest of that is fine. It's very desiccated. And what I'm looking for is to see whether there's any green tips anywhere. I mean, at the end of the day, this was only £5. And if you buy a bunch of flowers, which can be as expensive, if not more expensive than a phalaenopsis, you know, you're lucky if your flowers last a week to 10 days. And then, of course, you just throw them out. So you've had your money's worth. and that's what I'm looking at now. What I'm going to do, I think, first of all, is I need to take this spike off, even though she's still got this one flower, and there's another bud there, but she's under too much stress. The leaves are too dehydrated. So bear with me a minute, I'm going to just cut all these roots off. She's just in this gravel, and I'll be back in a second. So I've cut these desiccated roots off here, and I've just got a little plastic container there. And I thought, oh, I'll just do it like semi-hydroponics. Just check it. So I did put her roots down in there, but as you can you see the black on the ends of these roots? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to snip those roots back to green, and then I'm going to spray with hydrogen peroxide. Don't know whether you can see. Where is it now? Just bear with me a minute. One of these little areas here. I think it's that one. Just bear with me. No. Oh, it's that one. Don't know whether you can see that. You probably won't be able to see it, but it's the start of a root. You can just about see a little green nubbin there. So I'm not going to just give up on it yet. I'm going to cut these black tips off, like I've said, and then I'm going to spray her, and I'm going to let her leave her to hydrate, and then I shall be back. So let me just see if I can spray her now with some hydrogen peroxide. I don't know, I haven't got an awful lot left in this container. Let's see if I can just spray her. There we go, I'll just leave her just a little bit more around here. See, she's got this split leaf here. Completely dehydrated. There's no sign of a new leaf. So whether or not it will survive, I've no idea. And I'm going to put her in some water there, some nice tepid water, to see whether she'll hydrate before I pot her back up again. So while we're waiting for that, just bear with me a minute. So I'm at the front door now, and it is quite cold here. But as I say, the snow's gone, so I've put the Cymbidiums out. We've had a drop of rain, which has cleared the snow, and I thought, well, it's 0 degrees, and maybe climbing to 1 today. So what I'll do is I'll just leave these outside, and then just before it goes dark I shall bring them in. Whilst that one's getting hydrated before I pot her up, this is the other one. Now this is fared a little bit better, but let me just turn around. If we look, these are still floppy, every one of them. So what I'm going to do now is I'll just clear up this little bit of rubbish here, and I'm going to unstaker and just see what her roots look like, so just bear with me a minute. Now I've just gone into the garage and got 3 pots to choose from. They're all slightly different and I've washed them. That's there in the windowsill hydrating itself. I bought some orchid bark in from the garage and I was just about to tip this out and I turned it round and I thought, my goodness gracious. Now I don't know whether you can see that, whether it's in the right light. Let me just see if I can. There. You see it? And on further inspection, blow me down, she's got another one there as well. So those must be secondary spikes coming. So I certainly won't be unpotting this one because I don't want to disturb this phalaenopsis. And I don't know whether I can show you here. If I lift that one up, she's got the one at the back side there. Oh no, the one that you're seeing now is at the front side, and it's very awkward because this is only the tablet and it's not the camera. So she's got one at the back and she's also got one at the front. There. So out of that one, she's got 2 coming. Sorry, I was peering round, so I was just making sure I was correct in my assumption. So she's got the 2 there, and she's got this one, that's 3. Let me just have a look down here. I'm giving you a view of of my dishcloth there, which is not very good, is it? So this one appears to be fine, and she's got this leaf here which is naturally dying back. There's no signs of a new leaf growing here. Well, there won't be, because of course she's putting all her energy into producing some more secondary spikes. So I'm dead chuffed with this one. What I'll do with this one now is I'll just give her some feed and water her as well. So we just bear with me. So this one now is having a well-deserved drink, and that's the fertiliser that I use. When these roots turn green, I'll know she's completely hydrated, and then I should be able to bob her back into the living room. This one here, I've just checked, and she will fit into this pot. The flower spike that I cut off, I've just put a little bit of that on that flower, on that cut end, and then in a minute or 2 I will pot her up in this orchid bark. So whilst I'm just waiting for that phalaenopsis there to just hydrate before I pot her up, this is one, it's just called Pulsation. Again, it's just from the supermarket. But you can see the healthy leaves on this one, and I can't remember when it was. It must have been October or something like that. I just put this one in some decorative gravel, and I suppose you'd want to say semi-hydroponics, in the sense that every now and again I will introduce some water into the vase there, and you can see the new root appearing. Now I did this What day are we today? Saturday. I think I just introduced that a little drop of water in there on Wednesday, and it's taken that up. So I probably won't put any more water in there until Wednesday next week. I shall just keep my eye on her, because what I don't want, of course, is the orchids too, especially the phalaenopsis, because we're into this cold spell. I don't want them to be cold. This is one that I've had for quite a while. I think it's another no ID, but it's got this bit of a variegated edge to the sleeve. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit dehydrated, whether that's because it's planted in decorative gravel. I don't think it's all planted in decorative gravel, because I can see some bark there. But if you, I don't know if you can see from this angle. Let's have a look. Can you see? It's wanting to send out a new root there. So that'll get watered as soon as that other one comes out of that jug. I'll put this. It's quite light, this one is, so I think it does need a water. And this is one of those. If you remember I can't remember when it was, last year, and I got 3 of them, which they'd all suffered with coal damage. And that was one of them. One of them I did try to save with tea, but that didn't save it. It still pegged it in the end. One of them is still upstairs, and that's still got 2 very good inflorescences, which are still showing signs of bud developing. Now this one, as you can see, a new leaf there, and let me have a look where it is. Oh, she must be somewhere, because I've just seen it. Oh, here we go. There we go. No, that might be too close. There we go. So she's got a root there, and this was one of those that didn't have any roots. Now, I have hydrated her, but I don't think I've hydrated her enough. So what I'll do also today is I'll hydrate this, submerge this in water so it comes right up here, so it will actually wet that sphagnum moss, and then hopefully she'll be alright for a couple of weeks. Well, here she is, all potted up, and she's got 2 bamboo skewers either side of her with a little plastic clip there. And if I just show you, let me just have a look at her root. She's got one nice big root there. There we go. So she's in orchiata bark, which I've just also run some tepid water through. And like I say, I'll come back in a few weeks after Christmas, more than likely, and just to see whether or not these leaves will hydrate. There's the cut flower inflorescence, which I've just put a little bit of cinnamon on, and I've elevated her up so she's not too deep into that pot. And like I say now, what started off as I hadn't got much enthusiasm at all. You start messing with your orchids or looking at your orchids, and the health benefits are brilliant, because within a small amount of time you're absorbed with what you're doing with your orchids. They bring you so much pleasure, and the surprise with this one, of course, is that she's sending out some more secondary spikes. So all in all, what was a gloomy day has now turned out to be a really good, enthusiastic day. I still miss the Florida sunshine though. Oh, to be able to be there. Even in the winter months, the sunshine, that's what we miss in Great Britain, it's the sunshine. Anyway, this was only going to be a short video about one phalaenopsis, and I've turned it into a much longer video. I do apologise, Poor Keith's sat in the other room now thinking, well, I hope we're going to have something to eat soon because, you know, I'm absolutely starving. Anyway, take care, folks, and we'll speak again soon. Bye now.